We've looked at many TF2 custom maps. We've always strived to give them the spotlight and open them up to folks who may have no idea they existed prior. But today's collection stands out to a significant degree because these are very, very old Team Fortress 2 custom maps. I was looking for a World of Warcraft custom map because, being the massive WoW nerd I am, I'm always on the lookout to see if anyone's gone that direction with Team Fortress 2. And I stumbled upon this man's blog. He went by the name Mr. Muff, and he seems to have been an active mapper for Team Fortress 2 way back in 2008, up until about 2012. You'll hear me say it many a time in the video, but the quality of these maps absolutely astounds me. You have to consider going through these that these maps were made very, very early in the TF2's lifespan. 2008 is only a year past release. And for the quality of stuff that he was putting out at this time, Mr. Muff, that's insane to me. So please do enjoy these maps. If you are looking to play any of them for yourself, all of the relevant download links will be in the description below. I don't know if Mr. Muff is still active. It seems quite unlikely because the last blog post of his was back in 2012. But if you somehow see this video, man, then fair play to you. You did an amazing job, and these are some of the most impressive map concepts I've ever seen in this game. Look at this, and like he's even got like little watermarks and stuff, which is like so cute. Because remember, this is 2009. This thing is now 9 years old. This is a World of Warcraft arena map. A freaking circle in like Blade's Edge Mountains that you can play on. Just look at it. How do you figure out to do all this sort of stuff anyhow? Like, that's the thing, because like this was made in time when like it wouldn't have even been that common to be modding TF2 or making maps. Like, it's just so old that like I'm surprised this exists. Because we see a lot more in the custom mapping scene these days, but this was a time before all of that. And like, just look at the quality. Like, this looks exactly like WoW. You just need like a World of Warcraft heads-up display or something. 2 years after the game came out, that's really early. No, it is, yeah. This would have been when TF2 was still part of the orange box. Like, it's just a rare sight. Like, see, look, he like did all that. He made it like rise out of the ground. I remember like assets like this were made like long before D-Grew Keep was even added to the game, I believe. Or at least a little bit before, because remember, it's only 2009, like 2 years in. We got a Wiimote. 1-to-1 motion control, 1-to-1 swordplay. Lonk versus Link versus Lunk versus Luke. Battle for Hyrule. Come on, no! Yeah, welcome to Red Fort. This is the Storm the Castle map. The red team starts in a massive fort. They have walls, they have barricades. Your objective is to stop the blue team from laying siege to the castle. This is a really cool one because you have access to the entire map from the very start. And like you can like very easily like kind of sneak in going about here. Like look, you have all this space over here for you just to sneak about. You can play this on medieval mode if you want, but you can also play the regular version of it. I think the regular one is just a bit more interesting in my opinion. Blue team starts over here to try and lay siege. So we gotta like mount up on the battlements. Build as many defenses as we can. All we need is Demo Knights, alright? Don't listen to anything you've heard about class balance or having a Huntsman Sniper. It's an urban myth. The Sniper's not a real class. Just go Demo Knight. All you need. Oh god. Oh god. We're gonna need more men. Fight him off. I got a Hershey's chocolate bar for killing that man. I'm gonna need a little more than that. This is Boulder, by the way. Again, this map is made in like 2009, and just look at it. Like, the idea is it's like a World War II and you run up the trench at the very start. Like, this is just really cool. It's very narrow start to the map. Like, this is one of the most intense, like, uphill struggles I think you'll ever see. But it's a really cool kind of layout for it. You get to that first point and you get a lot of pressure off you. There's only a certain degree you need to filter stuff, and past that you can use the existing rooms. Sure, I'll take that. Oh no! I pressed Q to pick it up! I thought that was my weapon switch button. I didn't mean to do that. God damn it. I'm gonna spectate for a moment. Just to give an idea of how this map is laid out. Because, again, it's not often you're gonna see this one. Even on the servers that run custom maps, this is one that doesn't seem to crop up. Which is why we're trying to show them off today. You just have like some very enclosed points here, and the idea is to make strong coordinated pushes. Like Uber charges are almost invaluable here, because you can take such a large section on the map. Because it's so small. It's really nice. I like it. It really rewards teamwork here. This is what I mean. Like, it's very hard to get in here, but once you do, hard to fight back because it's such close quarters. I like that. Look at this Moonwalk. Made in 2009. It's a goddamn moon base. With low gravity, mind you. Like, you thought about this. This is a low grav map. You can just see the Earth. Like, it's such a cool design for a map. This kind of fills that niche as well of a map that type of map I've always wanted to see, where it's got a more vertical element to it. And this really fulfills it, because most of your fighting is taking place on like these different planes here. The low gravity is only in effect kind of in the central area there too. Like when you're in the tunnels, perfectly fine here. And then when you hop out here, now you're in low grav. It's such a cool concept, and like the fact that he did this like so early in the TF2's lifespan is insane to me. You can kind of see its age in some parts, where it's kind of like just like a bit of a blocky sort of thing there. Sort of like just a stock missile like plop there, and like the edge of the moon kind of just falling off. But even then, like the ambition of this map so early in the TF2's lifespan is incredible, I think. Look, you have like little biodomes and everything. You have a little plant gardening. You have this like kind of embedded in the moon. They even have a really cool lighting thing going on with the intelligence here. Like, look at that. Because it's like dimly lit here, it stands out a lot more. You can like see the glow on it. I forget this is a capture the flag map all the time, by the way. That's the one thing I will say about it. It's quite easy to just play this as like team deathmatch. This is like kind of listed as a capture the flag map, but it really isn't. To win a point, steal the intelligence, return it to your basement. Players drop the intelligence when they die. Dropped intelligence returns to its base after 3 seconds. Look at the map layout. Do you know what this is? This is special delivery. The way it should have been done. You can get a good look at it here. You see this? There's like 2 fast tracks and then this high ground in the middle where you can wage war on the other side. And then there's like all these little pockets for snipers to gather into too. At the sides. Like, it's a really nice concept, and like, it's better than what Valve actually did. Look at that. See, you don't have much time. Like, that almost timed out there. The only thing I would say about this is that maybe the amount of caps is a bit short, because it's only 3 caps and you win. Like, that could go quite quickly if you just have a sentry set up where it spawns. Doomsday is a rip-off of this map. In a way, yes. Doomsday is this map, but done worse, I feel. Like, Doomsday has too many problems with, like, just slow, grindy ends to it. This is how you kind of want it, where it's like catch the briefcase. I guess that's the better term for it. We'll call it catch the briefcase, not capture the flag. The sniper sightlines are a little long. Yeah, that is something. That is something to bear in mind. Like, this guy does have like a good reign of the map here. But even in its concept, like, I love this map. And again, you have to bear in mind, this is really, really old at this point. Gonna play it slow. Badoof. Biode Destroyer, not Badoof. I thought his name was Badoof Destroyer. Oh no, come on. Oh, I don't have a sandwich, it's not invented yet. This is like the Frontline update. If it was made like 5 years before the Frontline update happened. Look at this. Look at these assets. You start in a bunker. Let's go to Blue Spawn and see if it's here. Yeah, this gun. He actually made these. Like, that's his model for him. Which I think is just like a great dedication to it. Like, most of this is his work as is, but like that was one of like the earlier things that he just added to it. And like, I find that nuts that he went through all of that time just making these assets. Like, he made so many of them. Like, look at this like bomb with the face. He made that. Valve accepted Turbine and not this. Like, I find it absurd that some of these things weren't accepted back in the day. Because as this man was making them like very early into TF2's lifespan. Like, he's one of the, like, he must have been one of like the original mappers. Just on the scene. I guess at that point, like, Valve was much more protective of the art style. So the fact that this is like a World War II base, that wouldn't have agreed with them. Because they're trying to go for Cold War more so. Have like a couple more barns on every map. Typical Valve, they love their barns. They try and fit them in everywhere. Like, even in the simple amount of assets that like this guy made. Like, I'm amazed that they haven't contacted him on that front. Again, there could be contact. We just don't know what happens behind closed doors, you know? The man hasn't been active in a very long time though. Like, his blog is kind of abandoned now. I checked like his TF Maps profile just to see if there was any word from him. And just doesn't seem to be that much. Yeah, so it's basically like a modified version of 2 Fort. You have some extra appendages here. The battlements are done very differently. Like, look at that. You have these ledges here. It feels a lot more claustrophobic because there's like hill on either side. How do I get up to the highest? Ah, here we go. Yeah, and look at this. This is like the back room of 2 Fort. That's where the resupply is. Like, you go up here. Like, it's done really differently. This bit of the map is like completely fleshed out. You still have the 2 entrances here. So it's still like the typical 2 Fort layout. But it's handled so much differently. Like, you don't go downstairs or anything. You're not like below the map. You just kind of go into the back. Again, it still suffers the universal problem that I say with any of the 2 Fort revamps. And that is the fact that it is still, to some degree, 2 Fort. And I'm simply not a fan of 2 Fort. Because it's very stally. But as far as revamps go, like, look, this is like the room when you come out of spawn. This is like the fall down area. You have like the passages below. So this is like the pipe. Notice that there's not nearly as much water. Like, I always love seeing these 2 Fort variants because they do try to breathe some new life into the age-old map. And it's hilarious to think that, like, even back then, like, Mr. Moff was looking at it and thinking, it's like, we could use a different 2 Fort. Just says a lot about the map itself when it's getting redesigns even then. In summation, though, these maps have been hella cool. I've absolutely loved playing through these. Again, if you're gonna play any version of 2 Fort, make the right choice. Don't pick 2 Fort.